Hello and welcome back to Flipper Flicks. I'm Adam and we're about to get buffaloaded.
Nah,
That's it.
nice.
Are we though? I don't even know what it means.
No, that's a fake word.
Is it like something based out of Buffalo? Is it a thing they say in Buffalo? I don't know.
No, you
Oh.
jag off.
Yeah, that is apparently.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tim.
Oh, there he
Yep.
is.
Yep.
So yeah, this week we got Daily Trend, and if you heard it in our expectations, we did it on Sunday night. So guess what all our daily trends were? Football season's in full force. So we had the Dallas Cowboys, the Buccaneers, the Buffalo Bills, Tampa Bay Buccaneers again, and then the Deebo Samuel injury. So I was trying to go like kind of with Buffalo there. Like I was trying to go with something like not football related, even though I could have easily, since all five of them were football.
Yeah.
I just wanted to kind of do one like either based off a city or like a pirate, a cowboy, a literal buffalo. I searched far and wide.
Oh shit!
There's this
that
new
just made
Buffalo
me think.
movie.
What?
There's a new Buffalo movie I wanted to get, but it's not out yet.
Oh,
What were you gonna
that
say?
made me think of the old YouTube videos. Guy on a buffalo. You seen those?
No.
No.
Oh, you have to look them up. It's great. So there's this old movie where a guy rides around on a fucking buffalo, and like, so somebody took that movie and made YouTube clips of it, and he's singing just a song he made up for it, and the biggest line in it is a guy on a buffalo. It's fucking great. He's just like, it's just like an improv, like he's literally just saying what the guy's doing in the clip. So he's like, and now I'm riding on my buffalo, and oh god, there's a cougar, and the cougar attacks my buffalo shoves him off. Guy on a buffalo, and it's just like, what?
What is
But the movie's
happening?
like there's no,
Rhyme or reason?
like, it's real. Like, it's what's happening is real. All the animals and stuff seem to be real in the movie. Like,
What?
a cougar literally comes up and fucking attack her. I don't know. There's some shit. There's some weird shit about that. But yeah, you have to look it up. So that
my
just
God.
literally made me think of it. I'm like, maybe we should watch that.
There was one.
Because it's old school as fuck.
There was this.
I don't know what the.
Go
Say
ahead.
again?
No, go ahead.
Oh, I thought you were asking what the name of the movie was.
Mm-mm. There was, but I was gonna say there was this other movie I was looking at. It was like, shoot, I don't remember what it was called, but it was a kids movie from the '90s about how this kid pretended to be a pirate, but he lived in the middle of like cowboy country. So it was like cowboys and like pirates, and I was like, that fits two of them, but I really don't feel like watching a kids movie.
That's
Right.
fair.
And this one was listed as a comedy, so I was like, I feel like we don't do too many comedies, all things considered.
Yeah, I don't know that
True.
we do. I'm trying to think, but like, I feel like there are ones with comedic elements, but like, as for like a straight comedy,
Yeah.
maybe my brain's just dead, but I don't think
No,
that
I
we do
can't
those
think of-
often.
They're not made as much anymore. People don't put them in the box office.
Yeah, I feel like they hedge their
Me-
bets and they put them like together with another genre.
Yeah.
I feel like though a lot of the comedies are always from like the same group of people. So
Yeah.
it's like if you're into certain actors,
Yeah.
or let's see,
Like the
there's
frat
like
pack.
comedy groups, right? There's like comedy groups like Adam Sandler in that group, and then like Will Ferrell and I can't remember the other guy. that
Ben
always is
Stiller,
with him,
Vince Vaughn.
Ben Stiller. So like it's usually grouped into those. So if they're making something, a lot of the times it's just a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they'll mix it up with other stuff. But
I feel like
yeah, I
horror
agree, it
comedies.
isn't really
Yeah. I was going to say, I feel like horror comedies have become like a lot more
more of a
common.
thing. Yeah, that definitely feels that way. We've watched a couple in the past,
Mhm.
like pretty recently actually, but
Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say that and like Spirited's like a musical comedy. Like it
Yeah.
always it just seems like it gets more spliced. Like whereas the early 2000s it felt like there were more comedies.
You had like The Hangover.
Because
you had
all those people were like
Dodgeball,
Oh, yeah, there was a
super
big
big.
wave of them or something.
Yeah.
that slapstick comedy.
I think the issue with those as well, though, is like again, it's those actor groups, and then people tend to not like certain actors in those groups, and so they
What?
just don't watch it. You know what I mean?
Are you
Yeah.
talking about Sam?
Are you
Yeah.
calling
Are
me
we
out?
calling Sam out? Yeah, he is.
So those. That's why I think they don't make as much money as they could. But
Oh, yeah.
No, I think you're right. Because like it's not even necessarily that like their shit is bad. It's that like we've seen so many comedies because of that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'm one of those people that it's like easily burnt out on repetition.
yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
I definitely used to like Adam Sandler movies, and then I kind of fucking
I think
like nowadays I'm just like whatever. I don't really care to
Yeah.
I would
watch
say
him.
that's
He's
pretty
made
much
some
everybody, right?
great ones. Yeah, I think so. But I like again, I'll watch anything Will Ferrell, Ryan Reynolds,
Andy
a couple
Samberg.
other people. Yeah, Andy Samberg. I'll put anything he puts out. I'll watch all their stuff, but
Yeah,
Ed
I
Sheeran.
don't know. I feel like Adam Sandler. I know we're going down a rabbit hole, but I feel like Adam Sandler just is a special breed of like he makes like 5 movies a year that are all the same thing. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
there's literally,
Like,
Netflix
hey,
is just
it's
like,
him and his friends hanging out.
yeah,
yeah. Well, we did do
grown ups.
Grown Ups, and that was just literally his friends hanging out.
True.
Which good for him, by all means. If
Yeah,
I
I
had
don't
the
blame
money,
them at all for that. If they had the capability to do that, good on them. Like,
if one of us had
keep
the
doing it.
capability, we would all be doing that.
That's
constantly.
true.
Yeah.
We would also need to learn how to act, but that will come, right?
I don't even know that they're really acting.
They're just
To be
dicking
honest with you.
around.
They're just hanging out. They have lines to say, and that's about it, right? Like,
Throw them in a room, improv, everything.
Mhm.
Good luck.
Yeah.
But buffaloed, I assume that's how you say this. Is Buffalo Ed, maybe?
No, it's definitely
Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Buffalo-
I fucked it
Buffaloed?
up. Buffalo.
Buffaloid.
Oh my gosh. Well, I
Buffalo.
appreciate
Buffaloaded.
that you did not pick a sports ball movie. I just wanted to get that
Yeah.
in there before
Yeah.
I
we
knew that
really
you
kicked
both
off.
were
I
like,
did not like how much they talked about sports in this
It
movie.
was a
so
lot.
Yeah.
but no.
You should go to Buffalo. No, I'm just kidding. But this movie, I haven't said the
Ha.
synopsis yet. A woman is desperate to escape her life in Buffalo, and finds a way by becoming a debt collector. Directed by Tanya Wexler.
That's part of the synopsis.
I'm gonna try and do it. Yeah,
Well, that's fair.
since I'm not doing the cast anymore, I'm like,
Right.
There you go.
but yeah, they do talk about football quite a bit, more or less because she scams people constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it's kind of funny because it's like you kind of know where this is going right off the bat without like I totally forgot the synopsis said she was a debt collector. So,
Yeah.
like until you just said it now, and I've literally already watched the movie. So, I mean, I obviously know what the movie's about because I watched it, but I'm just saying beforehand I forgot about that.
Yeah.
But she, in the beginning and stuff, she's talking about how she's wanting to make money and all this stuff, and I'm like, oh yeah, so you're just gonna scam people? And
Yeah.
of course, the movie fucking about scamming people in any fucking way she can, really.
Oh yeah.
But
Oh, can I get?
why
Can-
is that always the thing?
I know, because it's interesting to watch. I don't know. That's my only theory.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah, I don't know. But there was like it right off the bat. She was shitting on buffalo wings, which was pretty funny.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that was kind of funny.
she's like, why can't we have normal food like tuna casserole? And I'm like,
Yep.
Really?
And then that full circle later on.
oh yeah.
Yeah. She's like, gross.
Yeah, they had some. I wonder if tuna casserole is just like a thing over up in Buffalo. I've not been.
I have no idea.
I don't know that it is because they kept talking about ambrosia salad, which is what like the
They
Jello
did.
I
Cool
know.
Whip marshmallow
Yeah.
situation, and so I had to like Google it in the middle of the movie because I'm like, this has to be from Buffalo. Like, why are they so obsessed with ambrosia salad? But from what I could tell, it's not even from Buffalo. So I'm like, the fuck is happening? Like, are we just like focusing on foods? They're like, okay, we have to focus on wings, but let's pick like random other foods
Right.
that we can talk about
Maybe,
all
maybe
of the
that's
movie.
what they did though. They're like, well, we'll throw them off because we're going to talk about something that's not from Buffalo.
Yeah.
But we're going to say it a lot more than
You
wings
mean
or
like
something.
you
Yeah.
mean like jagoff?
Yeah,
Yeah, what the fuck?
exactly.
It's a Pittsburgh saying.
Oh.
Oh, now that you say that, I remember like Always Sunny. He always says you jag off and stuff. It's like,
Yeah.
I don't, so yeah.
And is Pittsburgh? Are we in Pittsburgh right
Oh,
now?
yeah, picture right now.
Oh my goodness.
Like she's obviously not a great person, but hey, they actually showed her go to jail from the very get go, and I was like,
Yeah, right off the bat. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I was glad they did that because when they were doing the montage of her like scamming the tickets, I was like, she's not going to be able to hawk tickets on the same corner
yeah,
consistently
No,
during the
seriously.
football season. Like,
Yeah, I literally said that. Rihanna and I were watching it, and I was like, "There's no way she can just sit here and do this over and make
yeah.
any sort of amount of money that she needs to go to school. She's gonna get caught within a week."
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
And then, sure enough,
yeah.
Yeah.
My biggest disappointment though was they didn't show a single Buffalo Bill fan jump through a table. That's the thing. They jump through folding tables.
Because that's smart.
Yeah, well, apparently they get
Well, at least
so
it's folding.
yeah. So
It's a
they
weak
they,
point.
they drink their riot punch and then they just
Yeah.
jump through
Oh, yeah.
tables. And that's a very common thing. Some people are like light it on fire, and I was like, that's probably a bad idea. But the Bills fans are crazy. So when they have like an away game and they get home at like 1 a.m., it'll be like snowing like crazy. The fans will actually go to the Buffalo airport with signs like excited for them to come home and
Whoa.
welcome them back.
That's crazy.
There's some crazy diehards.
Dedication.
I think sports just in general are crazy with that kind of atmosphere. There's so many. It's like this sports team's crazy. Oh, these fans are crazy. These guys are crazy. I feel like I hear that about a lot of just like any program that has a pedigree or something. There's always like, oh, these people are crazy. They're worst fans ever and stuff like that. It's like,
Yeah.
having a little experience down at UK. Sorry, anybody that likes UK, but
Grumble,
I've had my
grumble.
experience of horrific fans.
They're called hooligans, I think. Is that what they call them in England?
That's a soccer thing, isn't it?
Yeah. And welcome to Wrexham. They're talking about, I think it's the hooligans that start all the fights.
I think
Yeah.
so, yeah.
Yeah.
That's like that one movie that's about, I can't remember what it's called, but it is about like all the groups of hooligans and stuff. And it's really good. I can't remember. It's older movie about soccer fans and getting in fights and stuff, or football fans, I guess.
Football.
Football.
But this film was filled with terrible people, though. Like,
Definitely.
I was like, oh gosh, she's a terrible person for making that old lady pay that $20,000.
Yeah.
And then she's like talking about it with the bros, and then they're like, yeah, we've been milking her for years, and I'm like, fuck,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, oh no.
Wah,
freaking
wah.
debt collectors,
Yeah.
scamming.
Yeah, and you knew that was going to come full circle. She's like, I'm going to be clean and stuff. And you knew it was going to come back around. And
The Jesus guy.
oh, he was fantastic. Yeah.
And Jesus will forgive your sins if you just pay off your debt. And I'm like, excuse me, what? That's not how that works.
That would work
It
for I was gonna say that would work for a lot of like the Bible Belt.
Oh yeah.
If you like targeted your attack of like, I'm gonna be this guy and I'm gonna call the people in this area. Like,
Oh yeah.
I could see that being successful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and they talk about at one point, they're like, yeah, we have a lot of people in Buffalo, but our largest client base is in Florida. And I was like,
Right. Yeah.
which it basically is hinting, hey, we target old people.
Yeah.
Yeah. Essentially,
Exactly.
retired people and whatnot.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh yes, let me pay it. Debt is forever.
Yeah.
Yeah. I will say that like from the beginning, I noticed they were doing like the narration style. And I feel like when done right, like that actually works where they like freeze frame and then they explain stuff. Like not like Little Italy. Like I was thinking, like I thought this one was
That's
better
almost
than Little Italy. Like I was
Yeah.
like,
When she like breaks the fourth wall and stuff.
yeah, exactly. And then there's a one point where she's talking about like debt collecting 101 and she goes through like a PowerPoint slide and it for some reason it gave me like Big Short vibes. I think because they're like actually talking through like legitimate things. If
Yeah.
that makes sense.
Right.
Well, and kind of like the Wolf of Wall Street, right?
That
Like
too, yeah.
it's like the grandchild of the Wolf of Wall Street sort of deal.
Right. That's what it kind of felt like because I kept thinking about that.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah, we're doing all this, and I'm like, so the Wolf of Wall Street,
On a
which is
small
fine,
level.
which
yeah.
is fine because they changed it enough to where isn't like a copy paste, right? Like,
Right. And it's a different sort of thing. And then she gets into, hedge funds at the
yeah,
end. And
at
it's
the
like,
end.
oh, well, clearly,
Yeah.
yeah. It's something that's so unregulated and makes sense.
I thought she was gonna say cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
And
That would have been weird
NFTs.
because I don't think that
I can't tell
what
when
year
this
was
is.
based in.
Yeah, that's true.
It felt like it was like an older one, but at the same time,
She
still
had-
somewhat modern.
She had a like an iPhone at the end.
Yeah.
But like
But,
her
I mean, that was-
mom
How? Yeah, exactly. Her mom. Yeah.
was like super dated, it felt like.
Oh yeah,
Don't you
Yeah, that's
think?
what gives you like the vibe that it's, maybe the 90s or something.
I know.
Yeah.
It's a little odd for that, but it didn't pull me out completely. JJ is a saint compared to everybody else in this film.
Yes.
Pretty
JJ is
much.
fantastic. Yeah.
Come over here. Come over here, Pegger. You're gonna smack me, aren't you? No.
Oh my gosh.
And then Graham calling the police on her. Him and her. There's
Oh
a
my
spousal
God,
dispute.
yeah, it's like spousal dispute. Yeah.
What the hell? We're brother and sister. We're just goofing around.
Poor JJ.
I know.
Also,
Oh.
I don't think I would want my nickname to be Pegger if I was
Yeah.
Pegger. Peggy. I was like, I'd shut that shit down pretty quickly, personally.
I thought it was really
Funny
funny.
enough, it kind of fits her
It
personality.
does, though, doesn't it? It's
Yeah.
so weird.
Oh, so Tim, you were saying you've not seen Zoe Deutsch in something before? The
Yeah,
girl?
I feel like
So
she looked familiar, but I have no idea. Yeah.
So there was a movie about 2 months ago, probably, called Not Okay. That was like kind of flying around.
It was on Hulu.
She
I
faked.
know of that.
Yeah, she faked being like in Paris during a bombing. Like that was the story.
Oh, I heard about. I don't think I watched it.
Okay, so we did. Well, Sam
Yeah.
watched all of it.
I
I
heard
came
there
in
was a
late.
lot like what's the word I'm looking for? That starts with a C.
That's a word. Yeah, I don't know.
Not conspiracy.
Conspiracy.
What's
Yeah, it was kind of
No.
conspiracy, right?
No,
Mm.
it's a different controversy.
Ah, yes.
There was a lot of controversy behind that.
Yeah, because of what she did something very wrong.
I could see that.
Yeah.
And she basically does it to be like popular on social media.
Yeah. But and then like obviously Judy Greer's in this. I always love Judy Greer. I don't know why.
Yeah, she's good.
But the guy that plays I saw the prosecutor. I'm like, so Graham, he's prosecuting her at the beginning, which is by far the weirdest meet cute in like
Yeah.
in the world. What? Meat
Are you
cube?
saying meat cube?
Yeah, dude, I would love cubes of meat. But
But no.
But no. But yeah, like he's from like Sorry to Bother You. That is a very bizarre film. If you've ever seen it.
I haven't seen that. No.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There were some really good lines in this movie. There was one woman that she came over and started it looked like a hair salon, but she talked about how she was given rub and tugs to soft wieners.
Yeah. I lost my shit at that line because she's like, I
Yeah,
didn't come to
I
the
forgot about
promised
that.
line or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the promised land. Yeah.
To fondle like soft wieners. I was like, they did not just say
She
that.
just said
like,
she said rub and tug soft wieners.
oh my God.
Yeah.
It was crazy. I lost my shit at that line. And then at one point, the old lady's talking about how she had a dream where John Travolta has a wig and then he takes it off
Yeah,
and it's
he
another
takes off
face
the-
of John
John Travolta.
Travolta. Like, I was like,
It just makes me think of Charlie.
yeah, I just feel like there's certain parts of this movie where I'm like, whoever wrote this feels like this was like the star of like what they wanted in the film, like lines like that, and then like
Yeah.
we're just trying to get to those lines. I feel like,
Yeah,
Right.
we're just like trying to like weave these lines into a story.
Mm-hmm.
Because the John Travolta line did make me die from laughter.
I know. I was like,
Oh, it was great.
and there's another time early on in the film when she first gets put in jail, and she's like talking to her mom, and she's like doing the blow drying of the hair, and she just starts screaming at her mom like, I can't hear you because you're blow drying. And I don't know why I found that really funny too. There's just
That was
certain
fantastic.
parts like where I was
Yeah.
just cracking up.
That one hit
That
me.
one just felt real.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
I think
it's
that's
just
why.
very like, are you kidding me right
Yeah.
now? It's like I feel like everybody's got some kind of experience with that. They're like,
Exactly.
you know,
Exactly.
somebody cutting the grass and they're trying to talk on the phone. and
Yeah.
shit, you know, like
Get it together.
Yeah, Sam. I know that Sam. I've tried to talk to her while she's like blow drying her hair. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna just
Yeah.
wait. I'm gonna wait. This isn't. There's no point to try and talk.
Yeah. Or I start conversations while I'm walking into another room, which is like, why?
Oh yeah.
Like,
I can't hear
if you're
you.
not
I do
gonna
that a lot,
follow me,
too.
there's no reason.
you just wander off.
Yeah.
And then, fucking middle of the conversation.
The listeners can't hear this, but Sam's a quiet talker.
Yeah, that's true. And I was thinking about when we all went to Europe and like the sidewalks were so tight that we'd have to like form a line, right?
Yeah.
And so somebody would be talking the direction that we were going, and
Right,
everybody,
like,
it's like
can't hear you.
telephone. Yeah.
And yeah, if you're
Oh
up
my
front, nobody
gosh.
can hear you.
Exactly. You just had to repeat yourself like 5 times.
So okay, at one point in this movie, Peggy goes and tries to fight Wiz. Like she
Right.
just starts beating him.
Yeah.
Apparently she got way too like overexcited, like the actress did, and literally punched him in the face to kneed him in the crotch.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
those were real hits.
Oh my
Well, I
gosh.
wonder if the real hits made it on screen.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, that's true.
You know
Because
that
it
nut
didn't
shot.
seem like necessary. Because if he got an actual one, I don't. He got up right after that, so
Yeah, no,
I don't
you
know if
go
he.
down. That shit
Yeah,
hurts.
so I'm curious if that's the actual scenes and whatnot.
Yeah. Oh, and another thing on her. This is gonna be wild. We watched a movie with her mom in it.
Oh,
Leah Thompson.
well, I don't know who that is.
The let me just describe probably the scarring scene that you both remember of Leah Thompson starting almost getting frisky with a duck.
Oh,
Howard the Duck
Oh, Howard the Duck.
is her mother.
God, I wish I had never remembered that.
You're welcome.
thanks for bringing that back into my life.
You're welcome.
God.
I don't know.
Yeah. You know what's also gross? Probably stadium sushi. There was a line
Oh,
about like
yeah.
avoiding stadium sushi,
God,
and I was like, that's a
yeah.
good life motto, honestly. Like, especially
Well, I
in
wondered,
Buffalo.
But you think about it, there's a lot of. I mean, that's probably locally sourced, right?
If it
So
Buffalo,
it's probably
it might be
maybe. I
okay.
don't know.
Mm.
Yeah, that's what I'm
It
saying.
could
It
be
might be
okay.
like somewhat locally sourced. So it's like
Some Great Lake sushi.
and you think about the money that they put into these stadiums and stuff. Oh, actually,
Tim's like,
I
I'm
don't think
trying
that's
it.
like yeah. I feel like I'm trying it. To be honest with you,
Tim's trying a
like
lot
you
of
think
things.
about it at first, and it's like that's true. I will give a lot of things a try, but yeah, that's an interesting thought. No,
All right,
We just
so
had-
we
what?
got to take Tim to the Buffalo Bills Stadium. If they sell
I don't
sushi,
know
make
that I
him eat
actually
it.
want to go to this place. Though.
This movie didn't do a good job selling you.
We'll just go like an hour, I don't know which direction, to Rochester and then get him a garbage plate.
Oh yeah, those
There you
sound
go.
really good.
No, those sound terrible.
Terrible for you. They sound
Oh,
good
yeah.
though.
They're like
Yeah, but they
4,000
sound
calories on a
amazing.
plate.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I
Right
mean,
up
My-
Tim's alley.
The people I know in Rochester are like, yeah, that's the meal you get at 2 a.m. when you're drunk.
Yeah.
You don't eat it sober. And I'm like, I know a guy.
I can understand that, but I will try it sober.
I got a
Don't you
guy.
worry. Yeah.
No, it's ridiculous. But I was gonna say we just tried something new on Friday. Lion's Mane mushrooms.
Oh yeah, those are so good.
You guys.
Plug for that.
Plug for those.
You guys know that. Never mind. I will talk about it later.
Yeah, I think I know what you're
I'm
talking
very
about.
big on lions, man.
Oh, do you?
I take it almost every day.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say it was.
I don't like eat them, but
Wait, you don't eat them?
Oh, you got to try and
We
eat
can't be
'em.
friends then. You got to eat them.
well, I would eat them if I had them.
Oh, okay.
I just have like the pill for them.
Okay.
Wow.
And there might be a stick company or a drink stick company that I know of that
Oh.
Oh yeah.
the main ingredient is lion's mane.
No.
No way.
Why have we never talked about this? Okay, we got to do this after the
And
I
podcast.
feel
also,
like-
I've
yeah.
also heard it does this. It helps with this. I'm just
I've been
gesturing.
taking it for years.
Oh
yeah.
my gosh.
But
Well,
yeah, we tried it and it tasted good. I don't like mushrooms typically.
mhm.
Yeah, they and the good thing is they're native to the U.S.
Yeah.
or, North America, but
We didn't argue. We were discussing, is it a mushroom or is it meat? Because like the inside looks
Right.
like meat,
And
Yeah.
the texture of it is.
very meaty.
it's very interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like a white mushroom or a portobello. That's kind of
I
like
was gonna say it's not. It's kind of
mushroomy.
like
yeah.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
Like I've said, I've never eaten it, but I know what it looks like and stuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to try it.
All
What-
right.
But
We-
like I said, I take the supplement version pretty frequently.
we at our farmers market we have somebody who sells them, so I got to go to the farmers
Oh,
market next week.
We have a mushroom lady.
We got a mushroom lady, and then I was telling her, I was like, oh yeah, I got it at this restaurant. And she was just like, oh yeah, I sell them to that guy. And I was like, fucking small town, man.
Yeah, it's kind of wild.
So tune in next week's podcast to hear if we actually got to the farmer's market early enough to get the lion's
They
mane.
sell out.
If we
every
remember to
time.
say it.
Shit.
Oh my gosh. But I mean, I know they really like hammered home the buffalo wings, but I still found it funny when the judge was eating them during the court. Like, I don't know.
I
That's
thought
just
it was
funny.
so ridiculous and unreal.
I
Like,
knew you would.
I was like, this is gonna pull Tim
so
out.
dumb. Yeah, that completely like, yep. there goes the film for me.
Yeah.
Like,
I'm pretty
it was an entertaining scene though, and I understand. Like, okay, he was very charactery.
Definitely.
Yeah.
That's what he was. Like, he
Yeah.
was just a character. Like, he
Yeah.
wasn't anything, other than that. Whereas
Based in
everybody else
reality.
seemed more realistic,
Hmm.
where he was just charactery. That's all he was.
Yeah.
So Duff Wings. I've
Yeah.
actually heard of that
Oh.
in my footballiness. Apparently Buffalo when football stuff, Buffalo Bills actually sent a bunch of Duff Wings to the Bengals
Oh.
as a thank you once.
Okay.
So there's
Um,
like a real rivalry
Yeah,
with these
Rivalry.
wings.
rivalry. We don't have a rival, but rivalry.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
So yeah, Duff is a real thing, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather
That doesn't surprise me.
Nah, it doesn't.
I do feel like there were parts of this movie that were a bit more like predictable. So not the same as like the characteriness, but there were some parts of the movie that I was like a little bit eye rolling because I was like, eh. But like, I guess for a comedy, like you can't expect it to be really like,
Life changing. Like
yeah.
Right.
But I was
yeah.
like thinking specifically of like the end when she brings the buffalo. It's like, of course, it's gonna be like bugged.
wires out. I thought
Like,
she was.
come on.
I thought she filled it with money.
Oh, that's an interesting take.
Like I thought that's
Weird,
what when she was
Gonna
first.
break up. Yeah.
Yeah. But then at the end, the very last scene when before she says the hedge fund, they're like, "Give her your next try, your second try. Actually, it's her third. It's her fourth." Like the mom at the end.
Right.
I was like, wait, there was a third. Like there was a third crime. Like
Yeah.
she's been sent to jail twice. We know of.
Oh yeah, just something in the middle,
Wasn't that
man.
3 times?
I don't think we saw her go to jail 3 times, but she burned all that evidence.
Yeah.
You did.
I'm sitting there like, when are
Also-
the sprinklers going off?
I don't think. Yeah. That would just delete the debt.
No.
No, I
That's
don't think
just-
so either.
That's just paper records of
Yeah.
the debt.
Nah, it's gone, man. It's all gone.
Like, not even held. Like, that's not the institutional paperwork that it's come. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I
Yeah.
don't understand. It ain't gone.
You just bought
But
people a
isn't this
couple weeks,
based-
maybe.
Yeah. Isn't this based on something?
It felt like that at the very end.
Yeah. Especially with like, oh, this is the biggest whatever of history for Buffalo or something. And it's like, is that real? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But-
I didn't look it up.
You know who got the worst shaft in all the movies? Sal.
Who's Sal? Oh, he was the original debt collector. She like turned, right?
Yeah. You were really bad at You need to cut your mullet too.
Hmm.
Oh, my girl likes it. You should drop her.
Yeah.
That was funny. Wait, why did he get the shaft? Just because she outcommissioned him? I don't.
Oh no, because he stuck around and ended up getting everything to blow up.
Okay. I was like, he was just part of the.
He's part of it.
Yeah, part of the. Whatever that one was called. What was that guy's
Whiz
name?
groups.
Yeah, there you go.
The Whiz Kids.
The Whiz Kids. Yeah, I mean, you got anything else, Tim?
I do not. I was just looking. I don't have any minutes left.
All right,
All right, I'll get to the ratings
do it.
because now I don't have to go to the cast. Still getting used to that.
Hmm.
Yeah. So the critics gave this one an 81%.
Interesting.
Whoa.
Audience gave it a 60. IMDb with a 6.2 out of 10, and then Google with a 72%.
Okay.
And then for me, it told me I flipped the Flipper Flicks algorithm, soon to be trademarked. It said I would flip it on.
Okay.
I gave the dialogue a 4, music a 3, plot a 3, like acting a 4. I thought Zoe Deutsch did a really good job. Like she was just way too intense, and like I was working with it. And then vibe, pacing, and then I would flip it on. Oh, I said vibe and pacing. Those are 4 as well.
Okay.
I thought it was a solid film. Was it the best film ever? No, but I enjoyed it.
Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much my sentiment. Like, I think I gave lower scores than you did. I had a lot of, we have a couple different ratings, but I had a lot of mez, which is like in the middle, right? And then I had like a few solid works. Like, I think I put the dialogue as solid work because there were parts that I was like cracking up about. But like, for the most part, I think I rated it like in the middle, if that makes sense. And so my algorithm kind of came out the same way. It was like, well, it said flip on round of applause, but it wasn't like, oh, I really need to see this again. And I think that's accurate. Like, if it was at a certain point in the movie, like I might stop because I'd be like, oh shit, that funny line's coming up. But like,
yeah.
I'm not really gonna seek this one out consistently. Tim?
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty good film overall. And mine, it said solid pick, so I'd flip it on according to the algorithm, which is also correct. I would flip it on.
Yeah.
Dialogue I gave a 4, plot 4, acting 4, and then cinematography, vibe, and pacing I gave a 3. Only thing that was lower than that was music. I gave it a 2.
Okay, I can see that.
And that's because I didn't really notice the music
I didn't
until
either.
it threw me off. There was
Oh.
one scene when she's like fighting or whatever with Wiz. It like the music was just weird, like just I don't know, overdone. So it was just kind of like it's weird. So,
I can see
but
that.
otherwise, yeah, it's a good film.
Yeah.
And I don't think I enjoyed it as much as our best comparison is Wolf of Wall Street, but
Yeah.
it's still I think a really good film. Yeah.
Also, this is like small budget film and versus
Right.
Martin
Yeah.
Scorsese.
That's exactly what it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like for what feels very much like an independent film.
Yeah.
Worked for me.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on to next week. I didn't forget anything because I've forgotten the scores once or twice.
No, you got it.
I got it. Okay. Let's spin then. Let's see what Sam's gonna get. First
Wah,
pick of
wah,
the season.
The pressure.
Under pressure. Oh, Tim. Director's cut. So Tim and I are going to pick a director, probably off
Nice.
screen, and then Sam has to pick a movie from them.
Sounds good.
If you like this episode, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at FlipperFlix. I guess we don't have to say it anymore, but I'm going to do it anyway because I'm old. Follow along, see what we're doing. Interact if you'd like to.
Yeah, hit us up there. I don't know. You can also give us recommendations on other of those sites, or you can go to our website at www.flipperflix.com. Yeah, we do a couple recommendations each season, so we just love we're trying to pander right now. We're trying to get you to come to our website, give us some clicks, and recommend us a movie because, we're going to have to pick those eventually, and more the merrier, right?
Yeah.
You can also, speaking of pandering, you can also rate and review us on Apple, Spotify now. Oh, we also do polls there occasionally. So that's always fun.
Answer Adam's questions.
Answer all of my questions, God damn it.
And if you're wondering, when can I catch these fools? You can catch us at 1 p.m. Eastern on Thursdays. We're on Spotify, as Adam mentions, where he does his polls. We're on Apple, Google, Amazon. I believe you can subscribe on the various platforms, and that way you'll get like a push notification or it'll come right into your queue, so that way you don't ever have to look at the clock on Thursday. It'll just be there for you. Kitty!
Can you Vader? Bye, Vader.